Hello and welcome to another episode of Think Legal. Today we are going to talk about 3 ways that a trademark registration can protect your business. So sit back, relax, and feel free to ask any questions in the live chat, and I'll do my best to answer them. Not leave them in the comments, and I'm happy to answer them at a later time. If you're new here, I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Taylor Darcy from Think Legal, and I help you create the business of your dreams. And part of that is knowing or obtaining the knowledge of the things that you don't know, because you don't know sometimes what you don't know. And it's really the purpose of having a good attorney, is giving you the insight into business that you may not get otherwise. And so what we do is we take a look at your individual situation and give you the best legal advice based upon the scenario, the facts that you present to us. So let's get started. Number 1, when you register your trademark, now a trademark can be either a name, a logo, or a slogan. It just needs to be unique. When you register one of those 3 things, and it can also be called a service mark, and that's for service-based businesses. A trademark is for like products and product, and a service mark is for service businesses. So think plumbing. Now, if they have a specific brand of something they sell as a product, then you can trademark that product, but you can only service mark it if it's just a service. And the whole reason, or the big reason why, is because when you register your business with the Secretary of State, there's no protection outside of the state for your business. So if it's a national type, or if you plan on growing your business nationally, you need something that's of a national nature. And that's where a trademark comes in, is that it's national. So the entire United States, only one person can use that phrase, that logo, that symbol, whatever it may be that you register throughout the United States. And you don't have to worry about there being a risk of confusion. We're really talking about what you take it from a brand or from a business, local business, to a brand. Think Coca-Cola, think Pepsi. They don't just sell Coca-Cola or Pepsi in the South. They sell it throughout the world, and especially in the United States. And that's really what we're talking about by trademarking your business, or trademarking your name or your logo or that type of thing. It's to make sure that you're protected nationally, as opposed to just either locally or statewide. The purpose of a trademark is that it also helps keep consumers from being confused about look-alike products or services. So in other words, that's why, for instance, you can't use Nike as a trademark, even if it's for a non-shoe product, because they don't want you to confuse the consumers of Nike goods with your non-Nike good, right? Like, even if it's completely irrelevant or not related. So you can't do Nike surfboards or Nike power. I don't know. I'm just using that for instance, because that would confuse consumers. And so that's the number 2 reason why you want to use a trademark, protect your brand, because it really gives you distinction. It gives you something that no one else in the entire United States can use. So you can build your brand from anywhere in the United States, and you don't have to worry about someone else taking over it and causing confusion amongst it. So especially if you're producing something special, branded, or we'll just use Louis Vuitton and their purses, right? Their logo is trademarked so that you know that you're getting a Louis Vuitton purse or a Louis Vuitton anything. That's really the crux of it all, is and that's why you can enforce it through the court system if someone creates a knockoff. Now, the next reason, and probably I wouldn't say the most important reason, but one that can be tangible on your balance sheet, is that a trademark allows goodwill to be established with your brand. And goodwill is something that's basically people's feelings about your brand in the workplace, in the marketplace. In other words, for good or for bad, whenever you advertise a product, think Apple with their Apple logo, you either have a positive association with it or a negative association with it. And you want to continue to maintain that positivity. Imagine if there was, they use the term Hackintosh. Imagine there was somebody that, a piece of junk Mac that had the Apple logo on it, and the negative nature that would come from having that logo, that fake logo on it. And so the idea being that the goodwill, positive vibes that go with having that logo on something is important, has value. It's actually can be monetized. And so, using that as a metric to sell or to sell your goods, and think, like I said, with Apple, you got a pretty large positive, typically, not always, but I mean, look at their numbers. They're one of the few trillion-dollar companies in the world, if not the only. I think Amazon ranks up there. Microsoft is coming close. There's some really big companies. Alibaba, I believe, is the other one nationally or internationally. Goodwill has value to it. And so as you start from a small business and get bigger and bigger and bigger, you want to make sure that you're planning for these things adequately so that your business is protected, because there's nothing worse than building up this goodwill and this trust, either to get a cease and desist letter from someone who else is using it, or you go to register it and it's already taken, and so you can't register it. And I don't just mean taken in the direct sense. I mean, taken in that if there's a mark that could be confusing, they won't allow you to register it. So it doesn't even have to be exactly the same. It could just be something that causes confusion. So these are all reasons why you want to protect your brand early on, even if, and here's the thing, even if you're thinking, I'm never going to get there. It's always better to start with the anticipation that you might get there, because if you do go there and you realize, oh, dang it, I should have done it, then it causes you problems later on down the road. So it's always less expensive to start out that way than it is to spend the money later to try to fix something or to do it right in that thing. If you've gotten value out of this video, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video, as well as hit the bell icon so that you get notified when I go live. I look forward to talking with you, and please leave comments if you have any questions. I'm here to help.